Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all my God, that is gimmick infringement again. I swear I'll never get tired of doing that one because it's so funny. So many people get so butthurt over gimmick infringement. But it's okay, especially when they do it on the biggest stages. Speaking of big stages, and big people on big stages, where the fuck is my co-host? Producer?
That's right. It's your favorite Theo, always looking Vino and looking so fino. I am here. You had a party without me. What's up with that?
You were invited. I can't help that you didn't show up.
I didn't get no invite, but it's cool. I probably got lost in the mail or whatever, But it's
No, the invite. What invite? What party are you talking about? You talking about the party I'm throwing this weekend?
Well, that too.
Well, that's not even a thing yet. I just kind of was like, maybe I'll do something for Mania. I don't know.
We could do a whole weekends at Bernie's WrestleMania party.
Well, I got to work a show Saturday, but
isn't there a WrestleMania party going on anyways?
That's Sunday. That's Sunday, so there's that's Sunday, a WrestleMania party in North Carolina. I'm not talking. I'm talking about doing something here. At the studio Casa.
The Casa. Okay.
At the Castudio. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something.
I like that.
The Castudio. The Castudio. Castudio. Yeah. It's different. It's different. It's unique. Did you know that unique is the reason things happen?
Really?
Yeah. Because if it wasn't unique, nobody'd be doing it. Everybody got to try to do something different. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't happen a lot in podcasting. Everybody try to rip off everybody else, but that's a whole nother ballgame.
Oh, that's just wrestling in general. You know what they say, nothing is new, everything is used. So it's just, everything gets redone. It's like we're in a time loop, wrestling time loop.
Well, it's the same with movies, too. It is the same with movies and stuff, too. I heard
it's all the same story.
I heard the new Roadhouse was good.
Oh, I heard it was terrible. CGI fight scenes? Really?
I heard it was good. You heard it was bad. Okay, so now I have to go watch it. Now I definitely have to go watch the movie. I heard that the last fight scene was the best thing in the whole movie, and that it was really solid.
That says a lot.
Well, but it's also saying, Jake Gyllenhaal's not a bad actor. I'm interested to see how.
He's a great actor. I just don't think that.
I didn't like that movie with the military he did. I thought that was fucking lame. Remember, he came home and Jody or whatever.
Jarhead, I think.
Jarhead. Yeah, fuck that movie. That movie sucked. I hated that movie. I did not like that at all.
And big events.
Oh, yeah.
And cinematic stories. Well, obviously, we're talking about, you talked about it a little bit on Tuesday.
A little bit. That show was like 2 hours.
2 hours. Do you want to recap a little some stuff you guys went over, or some of the guests you can? Because I missed it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there.
What we can do is we can get your predictions. We'll run through the card real quick. With it being all right, NXT only had the 4 matches. Let's see. Oh, they've added to it now. It's gone up. Joe Gacy versus Sean Spears. I'm going Sean Spears, the chairman.
Okay.
Who you got in that one?
I'm going to go with the chairman, too.
Okay. Thea Hale, Kalani Jordan, and Fallon Henry versus JC Jane, Kiana James, and Izzy Dame in a 6-woman tag team matchup. I got to go with the babies on this. I got to go with Thea Hale. I love Thea Hale anyway. Oh, my Lord. That is, dude, there's this thing called type. And, like Stacy Keibler is a type, right?
Okay.
No, I mean,
I got you. I'm thinking right
now. I like petite.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the heels on this one.
You go with the heels. I'm going with the babies. That's fine. Should we be using industry terms?
The bad guys. I'll go with the bad gals.
Okay, I'll go with the good. I'll go with the good girls.
I'll go with the bad gals. I'm a bad gal.
There you go. Okay. I'm trying to figure out, what line we should and shouldn't cross anymore. We got reprimanded a couple weeks back.
I'm not surprised, and you know what? I'm gonna have to agree. Especially with the coverage that we have. We have to have a
we got reprimanded for a couple of things, but like one of them was like using industry terms. And I'm like, well, doesn't every wrestling podcast that has people that are in wrestling do that?
Yes and no. Yes
No,
and no.
not yes and no. Yes, all day, every day.
No, that's not true. Not everyone. Not everyone.
Austin. All right, Austin, Jericho, JR, Bruce Pritchard. I don't even like Cornette, but Cornette did it. I mean, is there any bigger five than that? I don't fucking think so. Those are the big five professional wrestling podcasts. Eric Bischoff.
Eventually, we will be up there. But.
Eric Bischoff. There's six, and every single one of them used industry terms. Now, am I saying that we're on the level and we deserve to use terms like they use terms? No, I'm not saying that. However, I am saying they are in the industry. They use those terms. We are in the industry.
Yes, but we're also more. I don't want to say journalistic, but
God, no.
You know, there's.
You do more journalism doing it. You're doing commentary than we do here. This is like a bullshit session with friends, and to the point where we've had booze and everything else going on, drinking and smoking outside of the house during shows.
Well,
this is what
and it's actually, we also have guests, and not just friends, but we have guests.
Yes,
this is a open forum, and we do use this as an open forum, as a platform for wrestling.
Well, so there's that. I got told I was an opinionated asshole.
This is true.
Guilty. Just agreed. Moving on.
There's a whole book and a T-shirt line coming out.
Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, fuck. I'm coming out with like cigar cutters, lighters, and glasses, and I don't mean like the tall, goofy fuckers. I mean like tumblers for you to put your nice, expensive drink in. But anyway, let's catch up on some comments real quick. Luke Childers was in the house from the bottom line. He was in here Tuesday night. What's up, Luke? Hashtag truth. Scott was unable to make it due to medical reasons, but Scott was tuning in. Man, we love hashtag truth. Good to see you back, by the way. Robin Braswell, hey guys, how are you? And what is up? Loki is in the house. Kate's here. I like Jake in The Day After Tomorrow. That was a good movie. And it took me forever. It took me forever to realize that the preppy chick from that movie was the West Side or Chicago chick from fucking Shameless. That's her. It took me forever to realize that was her.
Didn't he also? Yeah, and the guy who played his dad in that movie, him and Jake Gyllenhaal just did a movie again recently. Actually,
Dennis Quaid.
Yes.
Huh. Interesting. No wrestling terms. Guilty as all get out. Yeah. Hey, look, it is what it is. Yeah, and to you as well. Can't wait for WrestleMania. I can't either.
We can't either.
I am super excited.
Or Philly Mania, as people are calling it.
Yeah. Yes, we already got Loki on that one, and I think you're just a smart Mark wrestling I mean,
yeah, a bit of a backhanded compliment.
It is a very backhanded compliment from Scott. Jesus. No, I think you're more of a smart Mark wrestling podcaster, and I'm more of a ring announcing asshole podcaster. We'll go with that. I think that fits better. He's more the smart Mark, and I'm more the just asshole. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Back to the NXT thing. The tag team titles.
Aren't we all Marks? Don't we all mark out?
We're all Mark. Everybody's a fan. Even the people that hate me are fans of mine.
No, they mentioned like even the big guys are fans of each other's. I'm like, I'm a mark for everybody.
I'm not going to say I'm a mark for everybody. There are some people that I just can't stand, and it's just not going to change.
Okay, I'll give you that.
The proof is in the pudding when it comes to some of these people on TV. There's no doubt about it. We'll get to that in a bit. Let's cover Stand and Deliver real fast. NXT tag titles on the line. Braun Breaker Baron Corbin versus Axiom and Nathan Fraser.
Braun and Corbin, of course.
Right. I see
And good
no.
on Corbin too. Like he needed something.
He needed something.
And I think it's starting to kind of like aha. He's getting his aha moment, which I'm
This
happy for.
the guy has a degree in psychology. How he didn't have the aha moment already kind of makes me wonder about his school of choice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let's see. Majestic Marie chimed in. Loved both of you. Love you as well, hon. And can't wait for the fun this weekend. I can't wait for the fun this weekend, and I can't wait to be hanging out with Marie in June. Marie's gonna be there in June at June 8th.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yes,
I forgot.
yeah.
We got.
Dude, that keeps growing every like 10 seconds. I get a new picture and a new message, and then my phone rings, and I'm like, oh my god, great. I don't see the Wolf Dogs losing for a while. Right, yeah, I don't see Wolf Dogs losing for a while. Can't wait till Saturday. Dude, I can't wait to see you guys Saturday either. I'm really excited for that one. We'll cover that as well. I sent the pictures to my co-host. I know he didn't load them. I'll go load them while we're talking later. North American Championship, I still don't understand this one. Obafemi, Dijak, and Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs is your fall guy. I guess I'm going to go with Oba retaining here. I think that's where I went.
Yeah. I get a message from Eric every day.
Yes, we all get messages every day from Eric, but we love working with Eric. Eric's fucking hilarious to work with. He is very fun to work with, but if you don't have caffeine in your system or cocaine up your nose, you cannot keep up with him.
I swear this guy lives off of caffeine. And
Dude, I don't know. I don't know how that state stays in Dr. Pepper. I don't know if that's what he drinks or not, but I'm just thinking it's got to be It's Georgia. It's got to be Dr. Pepper, right? Isn't it Dr. Pepper in Georgia? Like, isn't that the thing there? I don't know. I don't know shit about Georgia. Let's see here. NXT Women's Title: Lyra Valkyria, Roxanne Perez. I got to go Roxy.
correct. So,
all right. Ilya Dragunov, Tony D'Angelo. I'm still sticking with they're calling up Ilya Dragunov. So
I think it'd be a great win for him, especially for WrestleMania. I mean,
Ilya?
Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, yeah.
They're building him up and getting that'd be a huge win. It'd be an upset in a way. Is that Eric messaging you? I feel like that's Eric messaging.
Nah. No, it was not. It was not Eric messaging me. Yeah, thanks, Chief. Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes. I got to go with Tricky. I got to go with Trick Williams. Hell yeah. You know,
I've been having fun watching that escalate to the way it has been lately. It's been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying that rivalry,
bro. And he is he's a South Carolina cat, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what school he went to or none of that shit. I think he went to USC. I'm not sure. Oh, look at this. Ilya loses, then shows up on Raw on Monday to bitch slap Gunther. I don't know, man. I still say it should have been Ilya at Mania going up against Gunther. I think that would have been.
Yeah, I think it would have been cool, but yeah, I could see that happening.
All right. Now we're at Mania, so let's catch you up on Mania predictions. Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Naomi versus Damage Control. 6-woman tag team matchup. I got to go with Bianca, Jade, and Naomi.
Yeah. I could see some shenanigans happening there.
Yeah, but Jade Cargill gets to debut, or do this. I think she already debuted, but I think she gets a good spot at Mania. You're not going to have that. That's dumb.
Damage Control loses, of course. Yeah. They're
Yeah. Nobody, they can eat those losses. Nobody cares. And then that actually sets them up pretty. It sets them up pretty to lose the tag titles as well. Because Don't Damage Control have the women's tag titles currently?
Think so? Yes.
I think so too. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I don't feel like looking it up. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament. Lashley and the Street Profits.
Yep.
No way. Yep. And Loki chiming in saying Damage Control loses as well. Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio.
Just to keep the heat, I think Santos and Mysterio take this one.
Okay.
They're going to take it over with some shenanigans.
So a couple years ago, Luka Daniels was security for Dominic Mysterio when he walked in and had his WrestleMania match. I think, remember that one?
Yeah.
I think I had originally gone with Mysterio and Dragon Lee, but I actually I'm tending to agree with you on this one now that I'm reading more into it. I feel like Ray's already got one up on Dom, so now they need Dom to get 1-1 and then go from there. Yes, and see, look, I was right.
Mm-hmm.
Asuka and Kairi Sane are the women's tag team champs.
You don't think they're going to retain?
No. They're in a 6-woman tag match, not a women's tag match.
That's right.
So when they lose, it'll set up Bianca and Jade to be a tag team, and then eventually they separate and then they fight each other, and you get a dream match. But for right now, Jade Cargill in a tag team works because Jade Cargill in a tag team gives her ring time, gets her TV time, gets her trained more, and here we go. We've seen it. We've seen it over and over again with women for years, and men that aren't ready for the stage. We've seen it happen repetitively. The look that woman has, I want her to succeed.
Yeah. It does give Bianca another title. Yeah.
And I'm good with that too. Yeah. See, there's all kinds of winning there. Most people are not real happy with this matchup, but let's go Impact Wrestling TNA style because it's LA Knight versus AJ Styles. And if the Peaches had been here, they'd have been mad because I say your winner is LA Knight.
Yeah.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah.
Undisputed Tag Team Championship 6-pack Tag Team Ladder Match. I would hate to be on commentary trying to pronounce that motherfucker across the air. I would need to be at least 2 sheets to the wind to get that close sober. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't do it. I would need to be at least 2.
It's a tongue twister.
It is. It's god awful. I don't see Judgment Day walking out. The heart says that I want Regeneration X, who we all call DIY, to win. But I feel like it's going to be the awesome truth because R-Truth doesn't have a WrestleMania moment, man. The guy fucking deserves it.
That was actually my pick. I love those two together. Just the promos with them together, the chemistry between them, just the interaction that they get. It's going to be great. Okay. And watch them do their match with the for the tourney and how it turned out was great. It was fantastic. It was a lot of fun.
So WrestleMania 10, you had brother against brother. WrestleMania 25, you had brother against brother. Now WrestleMania 40, we've got it one more again. We've got Jimmy versus Jay, the Usos. And look, main event Jay. I don't see it going no other way. I see no reason for Jimmy to win this. There's like no good point to Jimmy.
You're cutting out, but
I'm cutting out.
Yeah, a little bit. You kind of trailed off though. There.
Weird. I have no reason for Jimmy to win, so I'm going with Jey Uso.
It'd be, I don't know. Yeah, you're right, but I think it'd be a nice swerve if it went the other way.
But why? Another underutilized talent is R-Truth. Agreed. Love AJ, but it's LA Knight's time. Yes. Wait, what was this? I want to propose to someone in the ring only for them to V-trigger me as their answer. Neat,
That was so random.
but it's so intriguing.
Yes, that's
They're
so
saying you have to pull both sets of titles down, so we could have two separate tag winners.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now if they're gonna do that, that's fine. But they ain't got enough tag teams for this shit. So in my book, how about brand new tag titles get unveiled to get hung up? I like that even better. One new set of things. We're done. Get rid of the goofy. I don't like the current tag title designs anyway. I don't like the red and the blue. I don't like the two Trojan men on there. It looks like a bad fucking condom commercial every time the tag belts are on TV. Okay. So I would prefer just one belt. I don't want them separated again. I want new titles and I want it to be one because there's not enough tag teams. There's not enough tag teams. Each show having a main or a mid card title holder, that's fine. That's okay. But each show having tag team titles, there's not enough fucking TV for this. There's not enough TV time for this. At least not on WWE programming, there's not. Because you got women's titles, you got women's tag titles, you got there's no more 24/7 that got thrown in the trash. And now there's the WWE Speed title, which is exclusively on Twitter. Already got 4 million views, from what I understand. 4 million views on Twitter for 3-minute matches. I'm surprised they're not on TikTok calling them 90-second matches. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. That's the attention span of this world today. And look, they took that idea from us. We said attention span of gnats, and now they created WWE Speed. Well, WWE does have plenty of TV time. They don't use it proper for wrestling.
This is true. Yeah.
Well, they don't use it all for the in-ring part of wrestling. There's the in-ring part of wrestling. There's the promo part of wrestling. There's the storytelling part of wrestling. And then there's the advertising part of wrestling, which makes them a lot of fucking money. I don't wipe my ass without taxing the toilet paper company, folks. Everything I do is about making fucking money. Okay?
All right. I give you that.
I don't care one way or the other. Ladies, let me connect one time with the females of the audience. You want to deal with a successful man? Be prepared to deal with a busy man. That's life. You can't be successful and lazy. It does not work. It don't work that way.
Not many.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Lord.
So much money from sponsors that they never had to let fans back in. They just did it for the look of a crowd.
Right? And hey, look, I still wouldn't bitch about, it's just an extra $1 million walking through the fucking door tonight. They didn't even have to go back to venues. That shit costs money. Going and renting the Barclays Center, going and renting whatever Caps Arena is, or, these fucking places in Charlotte, the Spectrum Center and SoFi State. That shit costs money. It's a traveling fucking rock concert, man.
Yeah.
That never stops.
Yeah.
The bandmates get changed out as they get old. That's it. Or suck, or fuck up, or die. Those happen. That's it. I don't want to call it a traveling circus because it's more entertaining. And the circus was, cruel to animals and shit. Now, I mean, there's some cruelty to animals that happens on TV. You have Nia Jax screaming about her hole, but. What? Oh, you didn't like that, did you?
That's low hanging fruit. Very low hanging.
So is she. on that family tree of hers.
The industry keeps moving without you because it does that when we have. Yeah. That's a good quote.
Right. You never built anything if it doesn't keep going without you. That's right.
Yeah.
That is apparently right. But anyway, where the fuck were we? We did the 6-pack challenge. Jay over Jimmy. Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title.
I really want Sammy to win.
I want Sammy too.
I want Sammy to win.
I want Sammy as well.
I know you say Jay, but I think Jimmy might take it. It'd be a surprise. It'd be a really big surprise.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I still really want to see Sammy win that.
I do as well. Logan Paul, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and this is for the United States title.
Kevin Owens.
I would prefer Kevin Owens to win, but I got a feeling Logan Paul is retaining because we're going to get our feel-good moment out of Sami Zayn. We got to get our jerk-off moment out of Logan Paul.
True.
And I got a little extra, just a little extra for you. A little extra for you. Ready for this? Yeah, that's right. Eat a chip. Listen. Logan Paul will have that title when he goes to Jake Paul's fight against Mike Tyson. So look, that WWE ain't dumb. Oh, who's that guy? Why does he have a belt? Oh, that's his brother. Oh, that asshole we all hate has a brother? Fuck. Okay. So I can go watch him get his ass kicked on wrestling? Hell yeah, I'm tuning it. Look, that shit wrote itself.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to get there, right? But
a
you
little bit. I see what you're putting down. Yeah. It makes sense to do that.
If you haven't done it, folks, I feel bad for you. That fucking holiday candy was on sale. Man, oh man. What a great day.
I like Peeps.
Caramellos. One of my favorite ones. What the blue fuck is going on? Oh. I'm sitting here wondering what's going on with my screen. Well, the candy bag was sitting on the controller. I didn't realize it. Bring some Saturday. What? Go to Ingles. That's what I did. Anyway, we covered that one. Women's world title, Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch.
It's so hard. But Becky's probably going to take that one.
I feel like even though Becky doesn't need the WrestleMania moment, neither does Rhea. But there are so many ladies that could finish the story. Raquel, Liv, Bianca had a program with her. There was a bunch of them, man. So it was just like, what do you want to do with this? How, So, Ghazi hopes Rhea wins. I'm not peculiar on this one. I'm fine if Becky wins. I'm fine if Rhea wins. It's hard to. I care about the match. I know they're going to have a great match.
Yeah, it's good. It's be a fantastic match.
But I don't care who wins because it's going to be so good. Outside interference.
I'm with you guys. I hope that Rhea wins too, but it's probably going to most likely fall to Becky Lynch.
Outside interference by Charlotte.
That's a possibility.
Sit down, Loki. You're drunk. No. at all. Oh. Not now. Not now. Give us a break from Charlotte. Please, for the love of God, give us a break from Charlotte. Can we get a break from Charlotte? WWE Women's title, Io Sky and Bayley. Definitely Bayley. Io Sky's lame as fuck as a champion. Nobody cares. I love Io Sky. She's great. Lame as fuck as a champ. And it's not her fault. Really? She hasn't had any has she had any defenses on I don't know. It ain't been much. Uh, World Heavyweight Championship: Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre. Go ahead.
Seth.
All right. So that's going to be on night 2 because on night 1, The Rock and Roman face Cody and Seth. Night 2, Seth Rollins loses to Drew McIntyre, who immediately gets cashed in on by Damian Priest. And new.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Except I want him to cash in after the match, not during the match. After the match. I want Drew to win the title, to have his moment, to get it ripped right away, and then let Drew beat Damian at Clash of the Castle, and then let Punk come back and whip his ass. Look. Drew wins. Damian cash. Drew has stopped Damian twice. Clash and Drew wins
Okay.
it back.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm hoping they finally do Rhea versus Bianca next year's for one of those titles. They've told us for years how parallel they've been, and we haven't gotten a proper main roster. Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
They did it. They had a feud for that title already. It was early on in Rhea's run.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Priest. Yep, we already covered that one. So that's my prediction. You gonna change yours? Or you still sticking with Seth?
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense, and I'm like, yeah. Drew wins. Damian cashes in. Yeah.
I like that the best. The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins. I'm going with The Rock and Roman winning that.
That's night 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saying yeah, as in you agree, or yeah, you trying to think?
Yeah, I'm trying to think but it just, and I think here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna win night 1, and they're gonna win night 2.
Okay.
It's gonna be 1-1. I personally like to see Cody, and see makes the odds even tougher for Cody. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Make it a big win.
I don't think it's going to be 1-1 at the end of this.
Really?
I'm sticking with Roman Reigns retaining over Cody Rhodes. I got Rock and Roman winning night 1, and I got Roman winning night 2. I hate repeat main events at Mania. I didn't like it when they did it with Cena and Rock. I mean, they did it with Austin and Rock across a couple of different years, right? But this is back to back. And they back to backed it for Cena and Rock, and they back to backed it now for Cody and Roman.
Because you're still cutting it out.
I'm cutting in and out, dude. It's probably my computer or my connection.
Yeah. See, yeah. Now you sound far away.
Yeah, it's definitely my internet connection. There ain't shit really I can do about it either. Hold on. Let's see if I can free up some bandwidth here. Or it could be you that's having that, not me. It could be you experiencing internet issues. I don't know. You're not somewhere where I am. They're setting up Rock and Rhodes match at SummerSlam. Yep. That's what I think too.
That's what you've been saying.
Yep. And then Cody takes it at Survivor Series from Roman. That gives Roman that means Hogan's record's beaten by Roman. We're due for that shit. We're due for those things to happen. remember, they did it back to back, which sucked for the women's side. AJ Lee, and then the Bella chick, which made no fucking sense. But I get why they did it because they did it because the Bella was with the Cena and the AJ was with the Punk and the Punk was gone. And, you know, that whole thing makes sense. I understand. Cody can't challenge Roman again if he loses. I don't think he's losing it, but it could go either way. I don't. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like that. I I fucking hate it. Why get so close to Hogan's record and not?
Yeah, and then just kind of, it was close.
Yeah, he's got like another 3 months or something that he's got to go to get 3 or 4 months to go, and he'd have it. And you can't tell me that the Bloodline story is done at this point.
No, I mean,
Oh, wait. Does The Rock win the title sometime? Then Cody beats The Rock? Yeah, but then he didn't beat Roman.
yeah,
That's
but he beat the Bloodline though. Who essentially is the head of the table.
Well, The Rock is the final boss.
Exactly.
His entrance is fantastic, by the way. What they did with his entrance is gold. Loving that. But either way, bro, that's it for Mania coverage. It's going to be all there is to it. It is going to be some wild shit. Anyway, Edge's promo to start off AEW Dynamite last night. If you didn't catch the promo, basically Tony Khan went into the back of the locker room and wiped the booger sugar out of his nose and said, I need somebody to go out there and give a rah, rah, rah because CM Punk said things on Ariel Harwani or however the fuck you pronounce that guy's name podcast, the MMA Hour, and he didn't really run anybody down. He didn't really shit on anybody. He said, well, you're a fucking clown. He called him a clown. He said the company doesn't have a good business model, which we've been saying for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever. We've been saying that forever anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The remark he made about douchebag Dave, I thought was hilarious. I loved it. I loved that entirely. Yup, you got a 5-star match from some Peckerwood with a fucking keyboard in a quarter full arena. Congratulations. Where's your money? The wrestlers don't care because they're getting fucking paid. Guaranteed money. They don't give a shit what the house looks like. They don't give a goddamn what that gate does. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Why would they care? They don't care. They're getting their guaranteed money out of this.
He's a clown.
He's a fucking clown. Bro.
It was a good promo. It's just it did give off that.
You tell.
What's the word I'm looking for? PR.
Oh no, that wasn't a PR salvage job. That was I need somebody to go out there and wave the flag. I love any dig at Dave because he's a mark posing as an insider and people hold his word as law, which is so dumb. I genuinely could go my entire life and never get a 5-star rating from him and won't lose a second of sleep from it. That is fine. I would also like to, if the boss doesn't care, why should they? I like the talent and I support them, but their business sense sucks. Yes, it does. I often wonder if it ever made any bucks.
Womp womp.
Come Come on, man. Come on. You know that shit was funny. It was just elite level of funny. Uh, so it kind of makes me curious. Hey, look, and I got friends that work there too. I got friends that work there too. We do. Doesn't change the fact that I think the business model is stupid. Doesn't change the fact that I think the company's run dumb. I've been saying it for a while. And hey, Gazi, in order for you to get a 5-star rating from Dave, somebody has to take a dump on your head. There's a dig at old Vinny, and that they hired him back already.
Really?
He's got a broken jaw. He got a broken jaw at an indie show. Is what I understood. But I also thought it was stupid. That was a PR move. I'm sorry. That was a PR move all day because he got shit on because old boy's hurt and they fired his ass. Dave Meltzer is a moron. Yes, he is. He is a moron. Douchebag Dave. That's what we refer to him as. Douchebag Dave. Basically, everyone called Tony out on his bullshit reasonings he gave for firing people, so he's already hiring people back. Yo, all right. Anthony Henry shouldn't have been let go. I heard the ring. Look, who as a ring announcer's made a mistake with a live microphone in their hand? I have. I'm sure David has. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, doing that shit on national TV is probably a little bit different ballgame. You probably don't get as many chances. One or so. But it's not just how much you botch. It's how you botch. I think she called some title the wrong company's title. Like the complete wrong fucking company and wrong belt. Like saying that somebody from ROH was defending the the national title or whatever the fuck it is that Cassidy had. Roderick Strong has it now. That's what I'm saying. She got fired for multiple things of things. Not just one, but multiples. So it's different. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. But yeah, I'm funny. I'm funny about the whole deal, but I'm glad that Anthony Henry got his job back. I was actually speaking to somebody. I'm not gonna name names because it wouldn't mean anything if I did anyway. But so I was speaking to somebody I know, and her SO works at AEW, and I was like, I finally got to meet old boy, and he was real cool. So I was talking to her about me meeting him and how he was awesome to talk to, and it was really great to see him work, and how I felt he's fucking criminally underrated. But anyway, come to find out, dude does more than just the wrestles there, and he's safe, so that's good. So it's good to know that certain people are still being taken care of. I'm down with that. Gazi, I need you to do me a favor. Will you reach out to Laz, shoot Laz a text, and tell him to check his Facebook? Thank you, Gazi. I appreciate you. I don't have Laz's number. And I know Gazi's out there, and Gazi's going to be like, Jesus Christ, am I a secretary now for the show? No, but you're greatly appreciated. Definitely. But yeah, the CM Punk interview was awesome. He didn't go ape shit on anybody. He straight up said, "NDA on that." Oh, Gazi, I said, can you please text Laz for me? Tell Laz to check his messenger. I don't have Laz's direct number anymore, so please do me a favor and shoot Laz a text. But either way, man, he was like, "There's an NDA on that situation. I can't talk about." And that's about Brawl Out, where
Mhm.
they were the backstage. And here was the kicker. That was where he tore his tricep that one time. He couldn't say whether he tore his tricep in the match or in the incident backstage. So you can deduce what you need to deduce. Because if it was in the match, I feel like he could have said it was in the match, but it wasn't in the match. I think he got his tricep tore in the backstage brawl, the melee with the, the Cucks and Kenny Omama. I think that's how it went. Let's see here. He made that. What?
Yeah, just Gazi. She just sent the message over to him. Message was sent. So
Appreciate you. Thank you.
thank you. I
Appreciate
mean,
that.
do you think? I mean, do you think it was a great interview? Do you think he did a good job? Like,
Oh yeah, I
with
thought
everything?
the interview was fantastic. I don't like Ariel Harwini or however you pronounce his fucked up name. I don't like that guy. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of the style of interview that he does. To me, I feel like he's too. He's just kind of wishy washy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you're going to interview somebody, grill that motherfucker. I think you get better interviews that way. But he didn't seem like to pop off real hard. Now, of course, you're not going to ask the hard questions that are going to make the guy go, "Well, fuck those, take off the headset, leave." But
Mm-hmm.
you still, I feel like he could have been more fired up about it. Maybe I don't know. I just didn't care for it. Didn't fully care for it. Um, or him. The interview, great. I want to go catch the one for Rhea Ripley next, so that way I know if it was just that time or whatever that I really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it was a good interview, really good interview. Uh, then again, I didn't. I loved the Colt Cabana one that Punk did. That old school thing, and those two hate each other now, but still, I loved that. Should I listen to that thing several times for like a couple of years? I think I don't know if I've gone back and listened to it in the last couple of years, 2 years, 3 years, but I'm sure I had listened to it at least a dozen times.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I didn't miss nothing. Let's see what else we got. What else was there that was going on this week?
Saw people trying to claim Punk dragged AEW for 2 hours. No, he didn't. He brought up his side of the story with what had to take as valid criticism. People, including Tony Khan and the Bucks, are blowing away up. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I didn't really hear anything too bad. Like, it was just kind of his personal experience of what happened. It's not like he dragged anybody through the mud, right?
I He did say that he would have killed fucking Hangman
Yeah, okay.
or Jack Perry, one of the two. He said he would have killed one of them. But guess what? Did they do something to deserve that ass whipping? You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, if you did
Something
something
must
to
have happened.
deserve
Yeah.
if you did something to deserve that ass whipping, then you did something to deserve that ass whipping. And that's all there is to it. I'm not, I'm not, I'm not in the market to deal with that shit. I'm in the market of there's something, there's a problem here. The, Tony put Khan or yeah, Tony Khan put Punk in charge of that secondary show. According to this interview, it was basically he was the coach and a liaison and all this other shit. Punk had two AEW contracts, not one. He had two different contracts. One was a performer and the other one was a consultant and helped run the shows. which is insane to me. You're putting a whole lot of money on somebody to have them doing that shit, especially that guy doing it. Great, though. It is great. Oh shit! I was we were supposed to have a potential guest tonight, but that didn't go that way. Why are you muted?
Uh,
What the?
that was weird. You can hear me, right? Yeah, who wouldn't want to listen to them? I mean, Regal and Blanchard, like vets. Um, I don't remember who it was, but there was also someone who would be like, who'd be wow, such proper English. Who would set up like training, like, hey, whoever needs ring time, come down for ring time. Um, and he said like not that many people would show up, which I find crazy. Well, who wouldn't want the ring time?
Oh, what in the blue fuck happened?
Don't know. That was weird. You froze and I was still talking.
Are you still- my
me.
screen fucked up. Like,
Yeah,
look at
you look like you're in night vision mode.
dude. What the shit, bro? I don't know what the fuck happened.
That's crazy. No, you froze there, and then I was responding to Ghazi.
Yes, I know, dude.
And
It's the fucking weirdest thing. Somebody might be hacking my shit. I'm being sarcastic. I am fucking being sarcastic. I'm not being serious. Nobody's hacking me. I may have to restart my computer because, like, all of a sudden, Razer just had like 15 updates of my cameras updating, the mouse and keyboard, and the fucking other thing are up.
yeah, you're gonna have
Like,
to
yo,
restart.
what is
I
this?
had to do the same thing. Literally, I was setting everything up, and everything decided to update at 7:30. I'm like, well, that's fantastic. I already have everything ready to go, and it happens always around this time frame for some reason.
Dude, that is so fucking wild. What's up, Josh Simon? Yes, I know it's
My
weird.
dad with a video camera.
In 1999. What the hell happened to my shit? Your devices may not function as expected. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Thanks, Razor. Why did my restart in the middle of a show anyway? Yeah, we're
Well,
ready
we're
for
trying.
WrestleMania.
Yeah,
We already talked about WrestleMania. You missed that, and we talked about it on Tuesday. Were you here? I don't
I was
remember if
not.
he
I
was
was
there.
here.
Not you, him,
I wasn't here.
that guy.
Clearly.
Um, no, I don't want to try Copilot. I don't like AI, and I mean that in every sense of the word. Um, sorry, you're late. Hey, look, you're good, man. I know you're late, but anyway, I'm trying to get the rest of this shit to. There we go. My updates are now done. I need to go. I need to like restart this fucking camera. Hang on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try something.
What are we trying?
I was gonna try to unplug the bitch, but I don't know if I gotta. I don't know where the cord is for it. Well, I have restarted the camera, so give me just a moment.
Wow.
Hey, look, please. Hey, look.
That's a little better.
What
Not
do you
as
mean a little
grainy.
better?
It's not as high def as you usually are.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's okay. Fuck it. I don't care. You don't need to see me in high def. If you wanted to see me in high def, go smoke a bowl, and plug your ears, and you'll be
Drugs are
high
bad.
def.
Okay.
Yes.
We
I
do not
didn't say
condone the
what to put in it.
we don't
I didn't say
condone the
what to
use
put
of
in it.
drugs. No, we're hyped for it. There's so much going on. There's so many shows going on this
Yes.
weekend, especially up in the Philly area. couple of shows that hopefully I'll be associated with and running with. Still waiting to hear back a couple of people on that. So
You're still in the Philly area?
no, I'm going back up there now.
Why?
Again, I got a lot going on, man. If I'm not in Philly, I'm in DC. If I'm not in DC, I'm back down here. So
we gonna catch up.
so yeah, I'm
after the
hopefully
show.
getting some couple more gigs up there. Actually, the last time I was up there, shout out to Suplex Vintage Wrestling in the Philly area. They're actually going to be running a show this weekend and next week. So they're running. I actually was walking around looking for a place to get a Philly cheesesteak, and I see this shop, and me and Lorenzo hung out for a little bit. So that was pretty dope. Good times. Good times.
Very cool. Look, now she said 2002.
Yeah, sounds about right. Yeah.
Thanks. I may be in Texas soon. That's dope.
Nice.
I went to Texas once. I flew there, bought a car, and drove home. That's exactly what I did. I flew to Texas, bought a car, and left.
So there's a lot going on this weekend. Obviously, it's WrestleMania, right? And what better thing to do than go to a wrestling show WrestleMania weekend? That's what you're doing. What are you doing this weekend? I know you got a bunch of stuff lined up.
Well, yeah, I got a bunch of shit lined up. I might be throwing a party over here.
Hey, hold on. Hey, look at that. What's up, my guy?
Yeah, what's up, Laz? How's it going? I'm gonna go fly there, train for a few weeks, hopefully work a few shows, then fly home. There you go.
That's dope.
You can drive if you're going to like Dallas. You can drive there in like 15 hours, 17 maybe, with the time change. So you just got to remember the time change when you're adding your drive up. Because just because it took you 17 hours by the clock, did it really take you longer or did it take you less time because of time change?
Science. Fuck
yeah. Mathematicals. Okay, mathematicals. Because see, I went up a time zone on my way back. So I don't remember how long it took me. I left at like 11 in the morning. I went to sleep at 1 or 2. Got back up and in like 2 hours and got here. I don't fucking know. I can't count. I'm out of math today. I did all my maths at the work. But anyway, we got a guest get ready to join us, so we'll be talking about that. I think I got everything already set up, or I got a bunch of shit set up. We got some more news to break coming soon. Lazarus Black, what are you doing?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in the middle of a Nerf war with my wife and my girlfriend, and I got busy.
Nothing wrong with any of the above things. The wife, the girlfriend, or the Nerf war, or getting busy. All of which are great things.
Sounds like it escalated there. I like the escalation. I get it. I respect it.
Every time you get hit with a dart, you got to lose a piece of clothing. Fucking great game.
That part, yeah.
Great game.
Makes sense to me.
So,
anyway, so you hit me up earlier.
Yep.
You had something you wanted to talk about. So what's up?
So, man, I just want to talk about how, it's crazy. Now I'm the AIWF Mid-Atlantic Hardcore Champion.
Congrats, by the way. Congrats.
Yes.
I won that title off of Ryan Mantis, and we finally decided to just go our separate ways. There's no more animosity. There's no more trying to see who's better and all of this stuff. I mean, once you bleed it out to that level, there's nowhere to go from there.
Right.
So for us, it was just, I brought him into my world because he's always been all about hardcore. And so I decided to push him and bring him into my world. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he got his ass handed to him.
Oh, I saw the
But-
highlights and a lot
It
of
was pretty brutal.
Yeah,
Pretty
dude.
brutal.
The thing where you fucking jumped off his back with the glass on your back and then smashed into him, I was like, this ridiculous.
yeah, that was actually a little shout out to my buddy Raven Havoc. He wasn't able to be there, and so I was just like, yeah, let's remind the people who I run with.
Well, it's
Okay.
funny because he's actually doing a live right now for a show he's doing this weekend. So I'm going to see him this weekend.
Oh yeah, for was it Roland Ridge?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Oh, you're gonna be there?
I
Nice.
don't know yet. I'm not wrestling on the show. I can say that with 100% certainty. But it kind of just depends on how plans line up and stuff. That's like a 3.5 hour drive for me.
I'll be in Charlotte. Oh, well, Matthews.
Yeah. Yeah, doing 3.5 hours of driving with no paydays.
Yeah. I hear that.
Yeah, dude, a lot of people, there's been a lot of mixed reactions to me and Ryan doing what we did. Because at the end of the day, how else are you going to end that feud?
You really can't. There's that or a buried alive match, and I mean,
Yeah.
that's about it.
We tagged for 4 years, and we've been feuding and fighting each other for probably the last year now.
At least.
Like there's no other way to do that except with blood and gore and syringes.
End it with a hot dog eating contest.
I could see that.
Oh, Ryan's got me beat on that 100%. Yeah, man. There was the mixed reaction because obviously there's the split opinion on deathmatch. And I mean, the people who enjoy that style of wrestling enjoyed the match. The people who think it's not wrestling, well, I mean, they can complain about it in the comments.
Right. Raven Havoc says, I came on as Laz was saying it was a 3.5 hour drive.
Raven.
Oh, yeah.
We're just
What's
talking
up,
about
Raven
you.
Havoc?
What's
And
up, Raven?
Loki said, show up in Matthews.
Show up in Matthews? I'll see what I can do. I mean, my goal is to get out to Roland Ridge, but it depends on how everything lines up money wise and all that stuff.
I respect it.
But yeah, dude, now I'm just trying to. My goal is to defend this title in as many places against as many people as I possibly can.
So there's actually an AIWF title on the line at the Matthews show this weekend.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, right here. AIW World TV title. Kevin Phoenix and Chief Django.
Yeah.
That's
That'll be a good
crazy.
match.
Dude, Kevin Phoenix is
Phoenix.
fantastic. And
Great talent.
Tommy or Chief Django is underrated.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Underrated.
His dude doesn't get talked about enough, that's for sure.
I have enjoyed watching him develop and grow and wrestle since my first day in. You were there. I think you were there. You were at the building, but you weren't working that night. I debuted as an announcer, but I think you were there
Yeah.
at the
Yeah, I know what
firehouse.
you're talking about.
Yeah, and Django was there. They were part of the Three Brothers and shit.
Yeah, man, that was God, man, that was a while ago now.
2020, sir. January of 2020.
Goodness gracious. It's always crazy when I look
Wow.
back on some of the stuff. Like, I was just like scrolling back through YouTube and I found a match of me versus Ryan back when he was still with Hearts and Hugs.
The
And
first
like, That was 2018, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
One of the first matches I saw you have was against Jackson Sane, and you two beat the living shit out of each other. It was great.
Oh yeah, man. That's one of my favorite things about being in the ring with Jax is he'll give as good as he gets and he doesn't complain about it. Like
He lives for that. Like he wants that intensity from you, and if you don't give it to him, he'll bring it out of you. And that's
I will say that was hands down the hardest I've ever been headbutted in my life. And like I do the freaking Shibata. Let the crowd hear it. And that man, when he headbutted me, I saw 3 of him.
Damn.
And that's 100% shoot. Like he hit me and I had give me a minute. I had to look at the ref and just say, "Hey, give me a minute. I need a second. I need to remember where I am." That was a rough night, but it was so fun. Hands down, one of the most fun, like snug people I've been in the ring with.
Oh, it's great watching him. This is a dancing weekend for me, not wrestling, unless I either make enough dancing Friday night or someone offers it to me. Tackle hugs Raven. All right, I understood the tackle hug. I did not understand the dancing weekend. I don't know what that means.
Gigs.
Nazi also does burlesque dancing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, she does burlesque dancing in I think predominantly in Asheville. But I mean, I've seen her perform. She's a damn good dancer, and the crowd always loves her.
I'm not surprised it's Ghazi.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean that's because it's Ghazi. I mean,
Ghazi's just a great performer.
like, I mean, I'm one of the most hated people in the Tennessee wrestling scene, at least in East Tennessee. And I mean, when Ghazi comes out with me, they will trash me for days, but love her. She'll come out with me, help me win the match, do whatever, hand me light tubes and barbed wire, but they still love her, just hate me.
You can't hate Ghazi. Raven, if you'd like to come on, sent you a link, by the way.
Yeah, we got a few minutes that we can delve out to some indie talent, and then we're gonna jump into our closing segment.
Well, it kind of segues into that because
it does because Raven's got a show, and well, here's the thing: it's been a hell of a weekend. I want to drink and I want to smoke, it's been a hell of a week, and it's Friday. It's Friday for me.
Yeah, same here, man. I don't work on Fridays, so
I work Sunday through Thursday every week. So
hell yeah, dude.
And I took off Sunday.
I've got beer and mead sitting in my kitchen right now that's calling my name.
Me too.
There's a bottle of Jefferson's Ocean right there. And then about 3 feet below that is my humidor. So I'm going to have a glass of bourbon and a fucking stogie, and I'm going to go my ass outside.
Oh, and I've got one of those like the espresso like martini mixer things.
Oh shit.
I've got one of those steeping for tomorrow.
Very nice.
Man, look, I've tried to drink some of that off the wall shit, and then the last couple of years, I can't fucking stomach it no more.
Dude, sometimes it's just like that, man.
I can't stomach the weird shit. It's got to be like, if I drink beer, I drink Stella because you were at the house and we were drinking. And I can drink Crown, no problem. I can handle, bourbon, Jim Beam, or whatever. But dude, when somebody hands me this, one of them fruit cocktail drinks, I don't know about this. The lemonades, I can deal with the lemonades. Them Simplies or whatever. Mike's Hards, I can deal with that shit. That's all right. But man, you give me like this rum chata shit, it makes me like gag. Like I got a damn. It's like having a gag reflex in my throat or some shit.
for me, it's like I'll drink just about anything that has alcohol in it. Like when it comes to vodka, I'm like the cheapest of cheap, like freaking Popovs and Taka. When it comes to whiskey, it's the same way. It's like Black Velvet, shit like that.
I like
Hell, when it comes to beer, it's PBR 90% of the time.
I like my good booze. I'm not gonna lie. I like my Crown Royal.
I'm a rum and tequila guy myself, and then whiskey when I'm in the mood for it.
I got a bottle of pirate rum up here, and it is fantastic. But you don't shoot this shit. You sip this shit.
Yeah. I think the fanciest I'll get is like with beer. I mean, you've seen some of the beers I drink, man. I drink
That
like,
chocolate shit. When you
I
showed up
think
to
the
my
one I
house.
brought up that day was either Sweet Baby Jesus or Dirty Little Freak.
I like the peanut butter and chocolate. It was a peanut butter chocolate beer I tried. It was like a Reese's Pieces and a peanut butter whiskey. Yeah.
Was it this? There's a Sweet Baby Jesus porter that's really good. It's like chocolate peanut butter.
That was the one.
Yeah.
That was the one you had was Sweet Baby Jesus. I'm almost. You could go look at the video and remember. It's still the highest rated fucking video that's ever happened on the Wrestling Wire. Was Lazarus and Ryan out back of my house? They showed up. I was sobering up from being drunk earlier in the day, and then proceeded to drink more with them.
Dude, I'll never forget looking at him and just being like, "Hey, come here. I want to show you something," and pulling like a 500-foot roll of barbed wire out of the trunk of my car.
Yes. It was fucking ridiculous. He's like, "Hey man, you got to check this out. It's a brand new roll of it." I'm like, "Oh, I need to get. Do you have a new roll, or do you have a roll of that?"
I think I gave my roll to Raven.
I need to get enough to wrap a bat.
Oh, dude, you can get like 20 feet. You can get 20
Another
feet
gift
on
for
Amazon
Ghazi?
for like $5.
Oh, okay, I'll handle that then. No, not a gift for Ghazi. I want Lucille. I want Lucille in the house. Just
Dude, right now I've got light tubes, I've got gusset plates, I've got a box of syringes. I've got a pentagram made out of carpet tack strips, a couple of computer keyboards, and like 2,000 thumbtacks and 1,000 Legos.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
No.
see, it's funny because people hear all that, and the one thing that scares them is the thing that does the least like physical damage with the syringes.
Yeah. Because it's still a poke. It's still a poke.
A poke.
Oh yeah, it's like I had
It's a pierce.
I had a fan come up to me, and they were like, "Oh, I know it's a work, man. How do you work the syringes?" And I was like, "Let me show you this video of me shoving them through Ryan's face and zoom in." I was like, "It's not a work. You see an inch of needle come out of his cheek.
Yeah.
Like you just do it." That's how it is with all of that shit. There is no work to it. It's just there's techniques, but all of it is still hitting you.
It's still gonna hurt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I will say to anybody, gusset plates never stop hurting. They hurt every single time. And they hurt for the entirety of the time that they are in your body. And then they bruise and it hurts for like 4 or 5 days after. The glass isn't that bad. Thumbtacks are annoying.
More power to you. More power to you.
Legos suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legos
Easily,
and thumbtacks.
though, the worst thing I've ever landed on, and I wish I had the footage of this, it was a Fans Bring the Weapons match. And we had no idea what was out there. So we were just like, hey, we're just going to go out there and, like, if you don't want something, run. And some fan had brought a 5-gallon bucket filled with doorknobs.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, and I got superplexed off of a ladder into
Oh,
a
man.
pile of doorknobs.
Oh no.
Dude, legit, I did not walk right for like
I
2.5
bet.
weeks. Like it
Oh,
knocked my
no.
hips out of alignment when I landed, all kinds of shit. Yeah, it was
No.
bad, dude.
Nah, I don't like that at all. A
That is
bucket
the
full of
one
donuts.
thing that I will never do again.
Well, at least you found something that you won't do again.
Yeah, I mean, there's very few things. I don't like fire.
You got long hair. That's no
Yeah,
bueno.
yeah, that makes sense.
And also like there's the infamous video from one of the first XPW shows of Supreme going through the table and his entire front of his body gets set on fire. I'm good. Or the whole shit that happened with Masada. No.
The one where they put the kid through the flaming table for like a $15 payday?
No, with Masada was the one where he does like fire breathing.
Okay.
And he does it at shows all the time. And he went to do it and it ran down his face and caught and lit his beard on fire, the front of his face on fire, and all down his chest.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. He's good now. I mean, he's back doing shows and shit, but fuck that.
I mean, all right. Someone told me to take a bump on a cake with lit candles, and I just said F no. All right, I don't know about that part. I don't know about because the cake and the icing would like mash the flame out. I feel like.
I feel like that's one I could take. Like I wouldn't complain about getting slammed on top of steak knives, so I don't see why I would complain about getting slammed onto a birthday cake.
But you got to make sure it's not powdered sugar because powdered sugar is fucking flammable.
Yeah. Once it aerates, fully combustible.
Yeah, but do you want to clean up the cake? I didn't say anything about cleaning anything, dude.
Bro, at that point, you
like,
just
nah.
stand in the back and they just turn on the hose.
Yeah, no. Hey, look, Rob Killjoy dropped my ass in the. Well, I bumped in the mud for Rob Killjoy. In my suit. In my fucking suit.
No.
I was in my suit and I had to wear that bitch next to. I had to do this I had to wash that shit 3 times to get the mud out before I went to the show. I think I was working. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I think I washed it with a toothbrush and OxyClean, Oxy powder,
Yeah.
OxyClean, yeah, that's a
and Dawn dish detergent. I think that's how I finally got it out the last time.
Dude, I use all of that, like especially on the gear that I wear in death matches. Like my shirt is stained beyond all saving.
Okay.
Like, the blood that is on that shirt will be on that shirt in 1,000 years when they dig me up. But my like pants and stuff like that, they're black. They're not going to show the blood stains anyway.
Yeah.
But like OxyClean everything that I can to get this shit off of it.
OxyClean is your best friend when it comes to blood stains.
OxyClean or peroxide.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Peroxide will boil the blood out of it.
Now, we have a question here. Saint, I've been looking at the past wrestlers like Stan Hansen, Dory Funk Jr., and Dory Sr. Do you have any recommendations for legitimate tough guys? I mean, JD Drake's a pretty tough bastard. Kevin Owens is a pretty tough bastard. I don't know. I wouldn't want to fuck with Brock Lesnar.
No.
Yeah, Brock's a legitimate tough guy.
Are you talking about like now? Back then, that is kind of a broad question. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Because like my brain
what do you
goes
mean
to,
by
like,
that? Like,
Hansen.
Yeah, like
Vader.
those are some top 3 big guys. Sabu.
But also my brain goes to like Japanese wrestling.
Bear City Bruiser, yeah.
Like Minoru Suzuki, freaking Antonio Inoki, Kenta Kobashi, fucking Jun Kasai. Jun Kasai is probably the toughest bastard I've ever seen.
I don't know, man. I'm not I guess I'm not understanding. Are we talking about in today's market? Or are we talking about on TV that we'd see every day? Because I wouldn't say like Erica's a tough guy. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't. Would I say Roman's a tough guy? No.
Nah.
I wouldn't say it about The Rock.
Shinsuke's a tough bastard.
Shinsuke's one. Finn Balor.
Oh,
He
yeah,
had
Finn's-
that fucking Easter egg, bro.
Mm.
That
Yeah.
shit was massive.
Let's see.
Eddie Kingston.
Oh yeah, Eddie's
Yeah.
genuine badass. Moxley too, dude. Moxley's.
Yeah.
I mean, when I think of modern tough guys, I always think of Nick Gage. Like the
Nick-
bastard died. And while he was actively bleeding out, told them to tape it up and send him back out.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, there's footage at the I think that was TOD 2009. He goes through the curtain, lays down. They're telling him that his arteries are cut. And he goes, "I'm not stopping, tape it up. Let me go back out." And they won't let him out, and so he pulls the camera to him and says, "This is just so all you fans know, the only reason I'm not back in the ring is because they won't fucking let me."
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
You're talking about the golden age of wrestling's early '60s to the '80s. I mean, I wasn't. I got to go with like Stan Hansen, even Leon Vader.
Yeah. The Steiner brothers.
Who's the guy who pulled the gun and shot somebody backstage?
Oh,
Um,
shit.
Anderson?
No, that was a promo. No, there was legit a dude who fucking shot somebody backstage.
Yeah.
Fucking murdered somebody. Wasn't that Bruno?
I feel like it was. I feel
Haku's
like
a
it was
bad guy.
Bruno.
Yeah.
Haku's one.
Haku is a
Sheik.
genuine tough
Yeah.
bastard.
Yeah.
Harley.
Yeah, Harley. I mean, dude, Taker.
That is a Thursday.
Brody.
So that does technically count. But yeah, Brody Bruce, of course.
Back in that day, like Taker.
In the '80s, yeah. Taker, definitely.
Now, obviously, like his later years, not so much, but like, let's see.
Well,
Hawk
mean,
and Animal.
Oh yeah. See, I was born in the fucking '80s, so like I don't know all that.
yeah.
Dude,
I did a little bit of homework. I
95,
recognize some of the names there, but
I can't put together the fact that I'm fucking 10 years older than you are.
Yeah.
I have a hard time putting that one together.
So you said you had stuff going on this weekend. What do you have going on this weekend? It's WrestleMania weekend. What are your plans for this weekend?
Me.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, I'm getting drunk. Like I have some healing up to do still.
Mm-hmm.
There's still some stuff that hasn't healed up fully that I thought was healed up, and then I went to SWA down in Georgia and realized I was not as healed up as I thought I was. But I'm healing up and coming up soon. I've got there's some AIWF dates coming up. Obviously, there's some Total Psychopathic dates up in Knoxville. That's a blast of a show if you like deathmatch, or if you don't, they do both. There's also some bigger deathmatch companies that I'm going to be working with later this year that I'm not technically allowed to talk about yet.
Okay.
So yeah, man, like this weekend is mainly just going to be me focusing on healing.
Good.
Because not enough wrestlers give themselves time to heal. And that's why you've got guys having to retire when they're like 30.
You got to think of the mindset that we're in this business is that we have to put ourselves out there. If we're not working and we're not doing a show, are we really getting attention?
Are you trying?
Are you trying? And it's this weird, vicious cycle of, it's part of it's FOMO, fear of missing out. Part of it is not putting yourself out there. And it's this frame of thinking, if I'm not out there doing content, if I'm not out there wrestling, I'm not going to get noticed. I'm not
Yep.
putting eyes on me or the product or whatever promotion I'm working on.
Maybe that's part of my issue. Then maybe that's part of my problem. And I've been there's been a lot going on in the brain the last months, years, what have you. But I do this because I want to. I don't do this because I need. And that's like I'm not trying to get noticed. I don't want to fucking go to TV. I don't.
Go where?
I don't
You cut out.
I don't want to go to TV every week. I want to
Yeah.
be home. I wanted, I don't mind running the shows here local. Do you know why? Because I fucking put the kids in the car and we go to the shows.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ. Laz is taking pictures with my fucking daughter at shows before. Like,
Yeah.
so is David. So is David's, fiance. Like, this is my family. Like, my kids get to go to. If I fucking fly across the country or across the world, I can't take my kids.
Exactly.
I don't give a shit.
And I mean, that's
I
why I tell
don't
people,
fucking care.
you hear a lot of indie guys say like, "Oh, I never want to go to WWE or something like that." And I feel like 99% of the time, if WWE slapped a contract on your desk, you're going. But for me, it's this genuine thing of one, I don't feel like I know I couldn't do what I do. Like,
Yeah.
they're not going to let me do what I do on WWE. But like also there's that aspect of like, you're traveling, what is it, 320 days out of the year?
Yeah.
Like,
No.
I couldn't handle that. Like, I'm perfectly happy saying like that's the travel schedule that I got respect for the people who can do it, but I can't fucking do it.
This is
Awesome
like
shirt, by the way. I just realized you're wearing a Caitlin Marie shirt.
Oh yeah, my Caitlin
Yeah.
Marie shirt.
Yeah.
I could probably handle Impact or
Yeah.
TNA rather because they do like a mass taping.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like one travel day a month or whatever. That I could deal with. 1 or 2 dates a month. Okay. Or maybe NWA, same reason. And they, but being on a fucking plane every week, every weekend, nah, and goddamn well, man, damn well they ain't gonna be paying no fucking ring announcer enough money to live on.
No.
So
Yeah, you never know. Never know.
bro, one of these fuckers wanted to pay me it's 6 figures. I'm telling you, it is 6 figures for me to fucking walk away from my shit.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Fuck, like it's there ain't no fucking lying here. It's 6 figures for me to walk.
I mean, I think that's one of the biggest issues in wrestling is that wrestlers don't get enough respect as it is. Like, in my opinion, and I'm not even blaming promoters when I say that we don't get paid enough. Like, that's not a fault to the promoter or to the show or anything. That's just the nature of the business. Like,
Yeah.
we're doing this because we love it. If you're in it for the money, you're in it for the wrong reason.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, the people who really aren't getting the respect they deserve, it's the announcers, the refs, the ring crew, the sound guy, the fucking stage hands, and like, it's those guys. Those are the guys that make it so that I can get in the ring and do what I love. Like, without a ref, it's going to be a stupid fucking match because it's going to be me and him trying to count our own pins Stone Cold style.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've worked shows without ring announcers. And I've also worked shows where I wish they didn't have a ring announcer. I mean, dude, I've showed up to a show that Ron happened to be at. And I was like, hey, can you announce me tonight? Because what they got right now ain't hitting.
Where the fuck were we?
I don't remember where we were. But they had some girl announcing, and she was just butchering everybody's names.
And what did I tell you? Because I don't remember. Did I go, it's up to the promoter, brother, but I'll do it? I
Yeah,
don't remember what I said.
yeah. You were like, man, if you get the promoter to say it's cool, I'll do it. And the funny thing was, I don't remember what promoter it was, but I remember I didn't ask. I just walked up to him and I was like, "Hey, Saint's going to be announcing." And he goes, "What?" I was like, "Saint's going to be announcing my match."
Wow.
Where the fuck were we at, dude?
You don't even remember. Wow.
No, I can't remember where we were. That's been years ago.
There we go.
Were you?
Leave me alone.
Fuck, were we? That was 22. That was in 2022 somewhere. The only reason I figure it was 2022.
Shit.
Oh, you can't hear me now? Now?
Oh, god damn it. I can't hear anything.
Okay, hold on. Watch. Let's see if this works. Did that work? That didn't bring your sound back? We can hear you. It's weird.
Yeah,
It sounds like it's got headphones. It sounds like you have headphones on. We can hear you.
Hi, Thomas.
Yes, Thomas Scott, hello. And shit. Well, he'll probably pop back in. I think that was 2022, and the reason I say I think it was 2022 is because that's the year I did like 50 fucking shows, like 12 different companies, and I don't remember. No, I just don't remember everybody. I don't remember everything we did. You're missing everyone. Well, come on out to Matthews this weekend there, Mr. Scott. We'll see you this weekend. While we're waiting on him to get back, did it work?
There we go.
Okay. I want to say it was 2022 because I worked for like 12 different companies and did like 50 shows that year.
Yep.
I just don't remember where we were.
It was probably in the COVID Dome.
No, I never worked the COVID Dome, brother.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, you were
No.
with a few.
Never worked the COVID Dome.
Where? Let's see. Because, like, that was a really big year for me because I was all over the place that year.
I remember doing this. I don't remember your opponent, and I don't remember what happened.
I don't remember anything about it except me walking up to the promoter and just going, "Hey, Saints announcing."
I don't remember where.
And he just goes, "Is it your match?" I say, "Yep." He goes, "Okay."
Oh. Did the I think the ring announcer introduced me.
Yeah.
God, dude, where the fuck were we at?
I wish
I feel so bad. I feel
That
so
was
bad.
so
I can't
good.
remember.
That's
Dude.
crazy.
I did so much like just off the wall because like I was really tight with a lot of promoters, especially that year because I was just everywhere. I mean, even once the COVID Dome shut down, like I was working for like 7 different companies out of that one building.
Yeah. Thomas Scott said he's in Tennessee, and he feel like that's the only thing he'll ever be known for. Is the guy that owned the COVID Dome.
Nah,
No.
man. Titan put on some like dope ass shows.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Titan was fun. Pro Wrestling Savage was fun. I had a good time, man, up in Salisbury, in North Carolina.
I ended up working. I feel like it was Savage because I know he was talking about doing some Titan stuff, but I feel like it was Savage, the show I worked at the Harley Davidson.
Yes, I was there.
That was great.
That
Dude,
show was fun.
on a 100% shoot level. Because I feel like the people that watch your show are smart enough to know the veil.
Probably.
But we were in the match, and the dude that was tagging with Matt Burns, he was relatively green still. And he went for this like crazy 540 roundhouse kick.
You talking about Dalton Riggs?
Yeah, Dalton.
Okay.
And he missed me by this much. And so I just kind of looked at him when he hit the ground. And he got up and I hit him with a roaring elbow. And I grabbed him and I said, gut me and give me a pile driver. And he goes, I don't know how to do that. And I said, trust me, I'll protect myself. Just do it. Well, he does it. We finish the match. Everything goes great. We get to the back, and I thought Matt was about to beat his ass in the locker room.
Oh, my God.
Because he starts going off on him. Who the hell told you it was okay to do a pile driver? You could have killed Laz. And Dalton goes, Laz told me to do it. I promise. And Matt just turns and looks at me, and he goes, you know he's never given one before, right? And I was like, yeah, he told me. And he goes, so what'd you do? I said, I just put my arms up and just did it. Like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's like the time I was working this younger kid, and he botched. He went to go for a Meteora and almost spiked himself behind my back. So I caught his legs, and I was like, I don't know what else to do at this point. So I just leaned down and backflipped into a Canadian. And we got to the back, and the promoter's like, I didn't know you could do that. And he goes, neither did I. I was like, you can do it if you got me. I mean, I can't do a backflip, but I can land on my head pretty well.
Yeah, that's kind of obvious.
I mean, dude,
Brother.
Every time you've seen me, I've either almost died on a suicide dive or spiked into the mat.
Yeah, or you don't protect yourself when you're getting thrown into the turnbuckle or the corner ring post or the concrete on the ground or the guardrail or whatever the case is.
And he just keeps getting back up.
Sometimes you just gotta take the bruises. It's
or
like
concussions.
Stitches. Concussions. I mean, honestly,
I prefer sharp pain over dull pain, and fuck a concussion.
I tell all of the people that I've trained or that I work with, feed a hand. Don't be like me. Don't be a dumbass. For me, at this point, it's muscle memory. But there's also times like I was working a dude, and we got out in front of the crowd, and he kept trying to throw these like just baby punches because no one knows how to work a punch apparently anymore. But the crowd kept going like, oh, that's fake. And so finally I just looked at him. I said, dude, just grab me by the hair and punch me in the face. He goes, what? I said, hit me for real. And he hit me. And I mean, it got the reaction I wanted. All I had to do was shake it off for a few seconds. But sometimes you just got to throw caution to the wind. I mean, it is what it is sometimes.
Yeah. So Thomas was saying that match was a savage show, the one you were talking about.
Yeah.
And then had one hell of a hardcore match with him, actually.
Yeah. Me and him did hardcore match, and it was crazy because I show up and I worked. I don't remember who his tag partner was, but it was me and Ryan against Cade Seidel and someone else. And I broke my thumb in the match with Cade. Okay. So I come to the back, and I'm like, I pop it back, I get it set back in, I tape up my thumb as best as I can, and Thomas comes up to me, and he's like, hey, me and you doing a hardcore match. And I was like, dude, it's broken. And he goes, we'll be careful with it. It'll be fine. And I was like, all right, what do you want to use? And he goes, let's get everything we can find. And I mean, you had your typical, golf clubs, kendo sticks, chairs, trash cans, all that stuff. He threw bubbles in my face at one point. he blew bubbles in my face, and then when that didn't work, he threw them in my face. Because some kid had a bubble wand. And then single hardest headshot I have ever taken with a kendo stick.
Jesus
I
Christ.
felt the tip of the kendo stick touch my back over my head. And it was a great match, though. Fucked up my elbow pretty bad. But at the end of the match, I mean, we brutalized each other for that. Like, at one point, because, I mean, I had never been in the ring with him, really. So I'm being light. And I hit him with a shower rod. And he goes, hit me harder. He only had to tell me once. Because he's like, hit me harder. And the second time I whacked him, he goes, that'll do. And the funniest part was I went to swing it a third time, and he'll tell you this was the most painful hit because he caught it.
And it hurt his fucking hand.
Yeah, he was like, dude, that was the hardest thing I've ever no-sold in my life because that hurt so bad. Like, he showed me his hand, and it's like throbbing and red.
Nice.
You're the one that decided to catch a metal pipe being swung at you.
Yes.
I think he hit me with an X-Plex onto a chair for the finish of that. And that's how it jacked up my elbow. Like, it wasn't supposed to be onto a chair, but a chair was sitting there. Oh, and I had him carve me up with a kendo stick. That was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, I've had the kendo stick. I've had the thumbtacks. That's pretty much as far. I accidentally hit my best friend in the eye with a pair of tongs, but that's a whole other story.
You know, I've done the skewers. I've done the gussets, all that fun stuff. But like, there's something that hits different about the stuff that you use in a hardcore match versus a death match. Like, I'll tell anyone, it takes a tougher bastard to do a brutal hardcore match than it does to do a brutal death match.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Because at the end of the day, what we're doing is we're losing a lot of blood. Don't get me wrong. I wake up the next morning feeling woozy and all that crap. But the odds of you getting a concussion in a death match are very low. Because for the most part, what you're getting hit in the head with is going to be probably light tubes or something like that that's made to break.
Right.
Whereas in a hardcore match, I mean, one bad chair shot can take you out of the game.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I prefer deathmatch over hardcore any day of the week. I love to bleed, first of all. It's therapeutic for me.
Okay.
I think they were onto something in the 1800s with the whole bloodletting
with
thing.
The leeches and stuff.
Dude, and I mean, if Raven's still watching, he'll agree with it. Is like, you feel like a whole new person. Like, once you get that blood out of you, you feel like a new person.
New blood, renewed.
Yeah.
But Thomas said, that day he couldn't find any thumbtacks, fucking wire, Legos, nothing. He couldn't find
we
any of
couldn't
that
find
shit.
any of that. We wanted all of it.
Deathmatch weapons are pokey and leave cuts. Hardcore weapons leave bruises, concussions, and bumps.
Yep.
And why wouldn't you take misery?
Why wouldn't I take misery? Are you talking about the freaking 15-pound solid steel hammer? I don't think I need to clarify why I wouldn't take that.
A 15-pound sledgehammer?
Wow.
Oh, I mean, you can call it a sledgehammer if you want to. It was freaking fabricated metal hammer.
Ow.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Oh, it was honestly, it was probably more than 15 pounds. It was probably more like 30 pounds. It was brutal. Someone carried it out for like a gimmick, and he was like, "We should use this," and I was like, "We should not."
That's the Warhammer. That's The Scottish. Come on, man. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I
Fucking
can't
the big
remember
guy.
Mjolnir?
No, the fuck. No, not him. The dude from shit. He was just on a poster with Big Country. You got
Oh,
to know who I'm talking about.
yeah.
Mars?
I can't think of his name right now.
Hold on. Let's see. Nope. I'm trying to find a picture of this dude because that's going to tell me his name. Hammer drop. Warhammer is what he goes by now. I can't think of his fucking name, but his ring name now is Warhammer.
Huh. I can't remember what his name was.
I can't either to save my fucking life. Fuck, did he change his name?
But yeah, dude, I had a couple of brutal hardcore matches in that building. I was Roma Miller's first hardcore match in that building.
Mitch Robertson.
That's
Mitch
what it was.
Hurley. Mitch Robertson. Fucking, yes. That guy.
Yeah, in that building, I remember Roma came up to me, and we actually parodied this moment in the promo leading up to the match because it cracked me up so bad. I was sitting out back. I was smoking a cigarette. I was drinking a beer after the show, just chilling. And Roma comes up to me, and he was like, "Hey, I really like that match. I want to do one with you." And I was like, "No." He was like, "I want to do a hardcore match." And I was like, "Oh, cool. How many have you done?" And he was like, "Oh, I've never done one before." And I was like, "Oh, cool. Who are you thinking about being your first hardcore match?" And he goes, "You." And I legitimately spit take. And I just looked at him. I said, "What? Are you sure? Because that's a hell of a deep end to jump into."
Right?
And he was like, "Nah, dude, I want to take it. Like, I want to experience as much of it as I can." And so we decide we're going to use just like the standard stuff and maybe some extreme stuff thrown in there. So he took barbed wire. And then at the end, he was like, "I want to take tacks." And I was like, "All right, cool. And he sends me a picture. And he's like, "I bought some tacks." And he's got 2 of the 50 packs from Walmart. And I was like, "Don't worry about it, dude. I'll buy the thumbtacks." And I show up and I have 3,000 thumbtacks in a bag.
Wow.
And he goes, "What's that for?" And I said, "This is for your tack bump." I was like, "If you're only going to do one of these, dude, you might as well make it count."
Right?
And so it was, to this day, me and Rage Davidson still joke about it. He texted me leading up to the match going, "Do you know of any way to make tacks hurt less?" Not really.
No.
Like, homie, they're going to suck. Like, it hurts every
Yeah, they
single
do.
time. I don't care what people say. It's like, that's like those douchebags who are like, "My tattoos didn't hurt at all." No, it hurt.
It hurt.
Yeah.
And like, tacks are no different. And so Roma went for something, and I just cradled him for a second, like caught him in like a full cradle. And I said, "Are you ready?" And he goes, "Yeah, just don't put me down too hard."
Drop.
And I said, "I got to," and popped him up in the air, put a hand on his stomach, and sat out with him.
Oh.
So he basically took a full Blue Thunder bomb. And we're sitting there in the tax. And he goes, "Dude, this is so bad. I need to get up." And I was like, "No, you got to take the pin first." And what he wasn't expecting was when I rolled him up, it put more weight onto his back, onto the tack.
Man.
And I felt so bad. And so I was nice. I told him, I was like, "Wear a t-shirt." And after the match, we're still standing in the ring. I just grabbed the bottom of his shirt and snatched. And it popped all the tacks out of his back at once. He screams legitimately like Ella Envy. Like, it was the same sound.
Okay.
It was the same sound from when the week before I had worked Bad and Bougie with her and Caitlin.
Thank you, Thomas. That means a lot.
Yeah, Thomas wanted to share with everybody. Reason I'm on here is his tumor is shrinking.
Hell yeah.
So
That's awesome.
his cancer treatments are working. Wanted to let us know that stand significantly. So he wanted to share it tonight with us. Joel Williams, what's up, man? Yes, very, very good news, Thomas. I tried to call Thomas like a week or two ago, and I don't know what happened, but it didn't work. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. I know somebody hacked his Facebook, and there was like 7 fucking profiles.
Yeah, it was
Thomas.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, at one
It was
point,
really
I kept
bad.
getting friend requests from different Thomas Scott profiles.
Yes, it was a different picture every time, but it was
Yeah.
just like a slightly different picture. Like it wasn't a big difference. I didn't know what was up.
Every time I was just like, I don't know if any of these are actually him.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna trust these.
Yeah.
No.
But
So if one of those
Mitch
was him,
just-
I'm sorry.
yeah, Mitch, the Scottish Warhammer. I'm
The
just catching
Scottish
on
Warhammer,
comment,
there we go.
and that was his last hardcore match.
Yeah.
Someone
Shit.
needs to book Ghazi and Laz one-on-one.
These-
Brother, listen. We're gonna go ahead and hit that final segment of the show because we've been on
Go
for
for
like
it,
2
man.
fucking hours now.
Yeah.
You can hang out if you want, but or you can get off air. It doesn't matter. But we're gonna hit that final segment and close this bitch out. It's time to go home. Even though
Go
I'm
for it,
home,
dude.
you're home, and you're home. So anyway, this weekend, if you didn't know where to be, I'm telling you where to be. You need to be in Matthews XWW Battle of the Belts. So this is at Cruise Rec Center. $10 at the door. Admission 3 p.m. Show starts 4 o'clock. You've got Bobby Ballantyne defending the U.S. title against James Johnson, Buggy Wright, Jordan Holt. You've got the AIWF World TV title being defended by Kevin Phoenix against Chief Django. XWW's hardcore title is on the line as Thomas Extreme defends against Zay Vega. The Pro Wrestling Union United heavyweight title is on the line. Drew Hood, Angels. That is going to be a matchup right there. ACCW's Apple City title is on the line. Cam Jackson defends it against Kay Amari. Saeed Al-Sabah in a triple threat match defends his newly unified XWW Internet and Television Championships against AJ Myers and Luke Fury. What is Rolling for Ridge? That's this weekend.
Mhm.
That's you?
That's
Go
where I'm
ahead.
going to be at this weekend. Wrestling for Rolling Ridge is for a huge charity event that's happening this weekend. It's run every year. And this is one of our biggest fans. Currently, our champion will be defending his title, Mr. Andrew. Awesome fan. Him and his mom go to almost every all the wrestling shows here in the area, in the North Carolinas or Virginia. And they're setting up this awesome, amazing show this Saturday. It's going to be a stacked card with a Rumble as well. So come out, enjoy a great cause, wrestling for Rolling Ridge. That's Will Bannon against Andrew Light. Andrew, I'm in your corner, so if you need a manager or something, let me know. Miss Allison, let me know. Cough, no, just say no more. I'll help you out. Just saying. And then Audrey Allen versus Miss Amanda Kiss. That's going to be an amazing matchup. Our boy Raven Havoc is going against Nate Burnham. That's going to be a fantastic matchup. You don't want to miss out. There's also a bunch of other amazing talent that's going to be there. It's going to be $5. Kids 5 and under are free. Definitely check it out. And plus, I'm going to be there. So come hang out with me, Miss Kate, and Lorenzo. So, yeah, be a good time.
To be there. That's going to be a solid show, man. Like I say, well, look, you can. That's 12 to 3. You can leave 3, get here in Matthews by 4. You can have a whole day of wrestling because then it's WrestleMania that night. Now, if you're not going to be ordering the fight or you want to go hang out and party somewhere, you can always go to the WrestleMania party in Charlotte at Carolina Steel Sports Bar. Manny Mac, Jack Wiley, and Cam Jackson, they're going to be doing giveaways, trivia, prizes, meet and greets, giving away tickets to XWW shows and merch, food and drink specials. Be sure you check it out. We've got more stack stuff coming in April. Alexander Kane coming to go against Cam Jackson is going to be nuts. It's Friday, April the 12th, Charlotte. Saturday the 20th, we will be at the Matthews Cup 2024. After that, I need to get a hold of somebody from Ring of Fire. I'm missing the flyer for the Ring of Fire wrestling show.
Yeah, that one's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be fire. See what I did there? Yeah.
Well, see, yeah, because I got that show that night on 420, and then they got another show June the 1st.
Yeah, and then I have a 420 show for NRLL. And then that I think has been postponed. Unfortunately, there's a Ring of Fire one.
Yes, this has been postponed. We haven't gotten a new date. I'm gonna delete that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't have the 420 flyer yet. I got the June 1st show for Scotty Brooks versus Frankie Kazarian.
MATW is running back again in Fairfax in April.
Okay,
that's another thing.
You got to get me. You got to get me their flyers. I got to get the next Ring of Fire flyer. And we'll go from there. We'll be sure to put them on next week. Don't forget, June 1st, you've got Randy Wayne coming out. You've got Santana Jackson flying in for the Norton Lewis Memorial. We've got the birthday of champions. This is going to be ridiculous. If you don't know who's on this show, you need to go read because it's simply just incredible. When you see some of the names, including most recently announced was Buff Bagwell is going to be there. Just Incredible is going to be there. Sabu is going to be there. Sergeant Slaughter. This fucking guest list is ridiculous.
Hanging out at an arcade.
We're going to be at an arcade hanging out, and a wrestling ring is going to show up, and there's going to be matches everywhere.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's in June in Marietta, Georgia. It's going to be a great time. And look, we're even involved. We are involved. They even made me a flyer.
That's nice
fucking
flyer.
awesome.
That's a good.
They did a great job. That is a great bow tie. That was a picture taken.
Bow tie. Bow ties are cool.
That was a picture taken when we were in Tennessee.
Yep.
Don't forget, in September, Parade of Champions is coming out as well. We've got some more information coming on September's Stranglehold Powerhouse Camp. And that's all we got for right now. So, guys and ladies, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you had fun. We had fun. Laz, always great having you here. Really appreciate.
Dude, it's always
really
a blast because we just shoot the shit.
Yeah,
we do.
It's going to be good times. It's always good times.
We'll get drunk.
All right, well, guess what? You hang out right there, and you hang out backstage, and we'll close the show, and we'll talk to you just 1 minute. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate all of you. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe. And if you didn't know, now you know that you can see me
everywhere this weekend.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
We'll see you, all of you, at the Indies.